Papias from West Bengal, Kajal from Rajasthan, Megha from Haryana. Thank you so much. And P is Parikshit from Mumbai. Everybody joining us from all over the city, the country, and the world. Thank you so much. And we are just about to begin in a few seconds. Hello, good evening, namaste, and welcome in to season 3 of the Mystic Lotus and Dragonflies Awesome Divination Summit 2024. Divination, simply put, coming from the Latin word divinare, meaning to foresee, to foretell, to predict, to prophecy, is the attempt to gain insight into a question or a situation by way of an occultic standardized process or ritual. Dating back to ancient civilizations, it is a form of energetic communication, an ancient practice of seeking knowledge, guidance, messages, and inspiration from spirit or higher consciousness. What was then either forbidden or only available to the kings or royalty is today easily and readily available for you, for anything concerning you. And so the next few weeks are dedicated to divination methods and techniques and the fabulous experts bringing them for you. From Akasa Abhilekhyam, Astrovastu, and angel healings to pendulum numerology and mediumship, from tarot, shamanism, and the decrees, gear up and get ready to dive into the beautiful, mystical, magical, enchanting, marvelously miraculous world of divination. We begin today with diving into, or rather, soaring up to, the amazing world of Akasa Abhilekhyam. Thousands and thousands have experienced this and have advanced in their career, gotten health issues sorted, saved their relationships, evil eye-related matters have been resolved, and even ancestral curses. Amazing, isn't it? Even more amazing will be when you find out on the call how almost everything can be traced back to karma and ancestral origins, and exactly how Karmic plus ancestral clearing system powered by Akasa Abhilekhyam works on the Akashic Records. And of course, how this technique can take away from your issues, challenges, and fears and provide magical results for you. The divination expert about to take us on this journey has, in the last 8 years, successfully guided more than 5,000 people to come out of their limited consciousness, to start thinking and living life king size. His core strengths lie in being an intuitive and a solution-oriented healer. And on that foundation, he has 12 healing systems and 4 unique empowering courses, including today's topic, and has downloaded more than 300 energies from various galaxies. On the call today, know all about this magical process that can take away your worries and pains. Find out about the symbol unique to this expert used for the release work. Experience the very powerful Lord Melchizedek code cutting process. Get selected for a one-on-one experience. Take advantage of offers not available anywhere else to continue your work, and more and more and more. Ready for it? Because here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Please put your hands together for and join me in giving a warm Mystic Lotus welcome to the very dependable Deepak Raisinghani. Hi,
Thank
Deepak.
you, thank you,
Welcome
thank
in.
you, thank you, thank you very much, Nilu, for this beautiful introduction, and I'm so excited that starting this divination is a dream come true for me, I would say. So sure, and I really thank all of you for being here and for taking a time out from on a busy day. Of course, today is Guru Nanak Jayanti also. So wishing everybody, whoever is celebrating Guru Nanak Jayanti, and hope we can get all answers which we want to get, so that we start living like queens and kings, which we are destined to be.
Right. Deepak, just in case this is happening for anybody else, I don't know, but for me, you're a little soft. If you could speak a little louder.
Yeah, sure. I'll do that.
Instantly better. Thank you. Instantly better. So let's get going, Deepak. Karmic and Ancestral Clearing System powered by Akasa Abhilekhyam, working on the Akashic Records. So is this modality Akashic Records, or are Akasa Abhilekhyam, Akashic Records different, similar? What is this? What is this happening? What's going on here?
Yeah, thanks for a very interesting question. And as far as this modality is concerned, Akashic Records is predominantly, the source is same for all Akashic Records modalities. Somehow I felt, I felt that I should name my process with a Sanskrit word, which is Akasa Abhilekhyam. So Akasa Abhilekhyam means Akashic Records in Sanskrit. So that is the main point. Now, in addition to that, when I did Akashic Records, as you know, every process will have its own highs and lows and things like that. Somehow I felt that there was something which was wanting to be added, which is why I learned Akashic Records, first of all, or rather tuning into Akashic Records. So that is when I started. So basically, I was doing some processes of like entity clearing and all those things with the Lord Melchizedek cord cutting process. I was already using it in various other things. Now I was just sitting and doing some clearing, and somehow I felt an inner voice saying that something needs to be different, because somehow the healing is okay. The healing is not so okay, but it is good that you're bringing to the awareness. But is there a system where we can detach you, liberate you from this, or immediately in your awareness? So it went through some process of 1 month, 1.5 months, where I was just being given this information, and I tried it. And believe me, I was myself was the guinea pig or the scapegoat for the first clearing, and that worked like magic. So it gave me the confidence and the awareness that yes, this is something which is destined to come. And as they say, we speak about rewriting records, we speak about rewriting our future. So definitely this process is all about rewriting every facet of your life. Forget about future, every facet. So basically, as they say, that when you run an engine, if you're driving a car, a very expert will know the fine tuning, because he or she knows how to drive a very well oiled car. A person who is driving a rattler will think that is the best anybody can get. So it's all about how you can live your life in a more balanced way. And also, so basically, a lot of people will talk about you should not earn money, you should not go behind greed. I am all for that. You should not be egotistic. I'm all for that. But at the same time, what is stopping us from living our life queen size or king size? Because we are destined to be one. We are here because of some purpose. Problem is we start living life too seriously. So this process will help us to identify what are the blocks. So anything which is other than unconditional love, generally it's even shown in certain scriptures that anything which is not unconditional love is our karmic lesson or our ancestral lesson. So anything which is creating a block inside us or giving us pain, sorrow, definitely it is not part of your abundance. So somewhere these are the triggers which we need to identify. So Akasa Abhilekhyam, the process itself, along with the cord cutting process of Lord Melchizedek, helps us to liberate our soul from various oaths, vows, curses, even soul contracts. So, like for example, I'm just giving an example that in Mahabharata, you had that forgetting the name of that the chacha who was thinking of not getting married. I'm sorry, I forget the name. So he
Bhishma?
Bhishma Pitamaha. Yes. So Bhishma Pitamaha. So he took an oath in that lifetime, which was a soul oath, saying that I will not get married. Imagine the next lifetime of that gentleman. His family will be running behind getting him married, but he will be saying no, because he is finally stuck to that oath. Unless you clear him from that oath, or rather detach him, liberate him from that oath, which he took from himself, good in that lifetime, but in the next lifetime, you never know what will. So these are the kind of issues which we face. It's something like if you must have seen that Milkha Singh running, doing strength training by tying a tire to his waist. So that is how we also, while doing certain tasks, carry that emotional tire, which is basically our subconscious mind pulls us in a different direction. And this process will help us to liberate us from that tire, or whatever imaginary or emotional tire or subconscious tire which we are holding on and carrying forward, to help us to achieve our objectives. Because this also gives us an awareness about our soul path, life path as well.
Very nice. Yeah. In fact, Deepak, people have already started writing in. Ekta and Yashoda, Aradhana, I want to open my record. I am going through stress. I have financial issues. People, hang on. We will be coming to processes that all of you can experience on the call live itself. Before we get into that, in fact, these questions have actually taken my attention to the fact that, Deepak, I actually wanted to ask you another question, but I'm going to ask you this one first.
Yeah.
From last evening, there's a quiz or a check that you put into the group.
Yeah.
Quite a few people have already participated. People, I'm requesting you, if you're on the call right now, don't do that quiz right now. Okay, focus here. Let's do this. After the call is over, you can start doing the quiz again. Deepak will respond to you. So, Deepak, what was the intention behind that quiz? And I saw you responded to so many people also that this might be showing up. What was the thought behind wanting to put this up for people to do?
Yeah. Well, the idea behind this quiz was very clear that a lot of people living their life, they don't realize the challenges which they go through. They take themselves for granted, and some people are also not very good on appreciating themselves, because even loving themselves gives them an awareness that you might get egotistic. So a lot of people don't love themselves. So somewhere there is a penchant, or there is an awareness in people to get into that limited consciousness. So just to bring out certain facets of, I just put out certain issues which generally we face. Like, I'm doing so many things, I'm not able to reduce weight, or relationship issues keep blocking me. Either I'll have a problem with my boss, either I'm too pleasing. Even that's a problem, because according to me, even a lot of people who mentioned that my relationship is cordial, it is cordial because you are being too nice maybe to the boss, or whatever it is. So there is a trick question in both any which ways. So that will be known once we do the Akashic reading. So it is basically to bring out it's a lot of people will be yes sir, 3 bags full, Baba black sheep, whatever is that. So yes sir means everything you will do, you will take other people's responsibility, and at end of the day you will feel cheated, or maybe someone else's work not done, you will get. So idea was to just give an awareness about what are the challenges which you are facing. So it will give a window into you as far as how you are facing these challenges without really knowing it.
Correct.
Because as they say, awareness is key to help take steps to release that block. As you have identified once you accept that, yes, there's a block, then it is easy to release.
Right.
That's the idea.
Well, thank you so much for that, because this is without even opening up the records. Already so much shows up. So now when you want to look at a question for yourself, there is at least a starting point for you to see. So thank you, Deepak. Your givings on a call started from last night itself on the Telegram group. And now coming back to what I wanted to ask you, what you had just mentioned earlier about, for example, Bhishma Pitama and the soul contract that he took. So am I right in understanding, or are all of us right in understanding that every issue that you have is related only to karma and ancestral uh, down the road things happening? Is it only these two, nothing else?
I would say a majority of them,
Okay,
because there are certain karma which we are also creating in this lifetime.
right.
Sanchitta, Prarabdha, and Agami. These are the three karma platforms, which is past, previous, Sanchitta. This is again Sanskrit word. Sanchitta is previous. Prarabdha is current karma which you are doing. And Agami is for future accruals or future, what we are collecting for the future. So definitely, if you look at it, even in somewhere, and I think, as I said, in the scriptures, it is mentioned that anything which is other than unconditional love is your karma. So anything which is good karma also will come to you. So I would say, I cannot put a percentage, but as good as maybe 95% of it is karmic and ancestral. The rest 5 to 10%, we also have certain other aspects which hold on to us. Like even while growing up, we have got certain ideas, certain restrictions, and I would put those 5 to 10% to habit energies, where we don't want to change those habits. It's something like an addiction to overthinking, an addiction to not taking the right steps. So these are certain aspects also which contribute to these. But as I said, around 90% would be karmic and ancestral. If I want to put a percentage.
Can you, as you just said, 90% will be this, 5 to 10% you are going to put to what you call habit energies, the habit of doing this or
Yeah.
overthinking, whatever. Can you give us any examples, even yours, that will explain this a little better
Yeah.
for
Yeah.
us with things that happen to us on a day-to-day basis?
Yeah, sure. A very beautiful example came to me for me myself, where I may have met maybe more than 100 experts and throughout my life. So everybody said, Deepak, you have a job kundli. You cannot do business. You cannot do vyavasai or business, right? So that was something where, so right from 30, 40 years, I was listening to that. My wife also met many more people. So everybody said, it job kundli. You cannot do business. In fact, some people also went to the extent of saying that if you do business, you might lose everything, even the home which you have made so very effort, with so much effort. So that was so it was like that Milkha Singh. I was pulling that tire. So when 5 years back, 5.5 years back, when I was out from my job and into this, I don't know whether I can call it business. Ultimately, it's an enterprise or whatever it is. I'm trying to help people. That's fine, but ultimately, it's a business. To be real, looking at the
Correct.
broader aspect.
Absolutely.
So my wife was behind me. Don't do business. So I said that fine, let's see. Right now, let's give us some time. And there was this pandemic also, so I had no business, no job in hand. So initially, I did it knowingly, but ultimately there was a fear which was striking into me. So that was the habit energy. And ultimately, my wife would tell me this because she had the terror in her mind, saying that we might lose the house which we have. So that was like a pulling this thing. And people would also tell her even otherwise. So she would become like a magnet to pull me every time, but I used to repel her always. Somehow during those particular discussions, of course, she had only my best intentions at her heart, not that she had any wrong intentions. So this is like, so habit energy plus the third party energy, which was pulling me. I kept doing it. I kept doing it. And by the grace of the Almighty, in fact, with that, I was able to download more processes like Maharashtra Cell, Inner Child Healing. All those happened after I 100%. It's something like, you're taking swimming lessons, but you're not fully surrendered to them. So I then just took the dip in the ocean. And I said that let me see what happens. I just surrendered myself, my all objectives, my all thoughts, fears, everything. I said my happiness, my sorriness, whatever, grief, sorrow, everything, I'm surrendering to you. So that way, in about a year and a half's time, that habit energy or that fear energy or that that fear of losing everything energy, that was pulled away from my wife and me. My son used to say, "You were a corporate man. What are you doing now, sitting here?" So these are all expectations which you have of people around you. Anyway, nothing bad. What they were saying, maybe as I said, I was not too much attached. Yet I knew what they were trying to communicate. Ultimately, in 2022, I got a job from a company, and I got the offer letter from me. I went and told my wife, "Now, what do you want me to do?" So she said, "No, no, you are happy where you are." So habit energies perspectives can change. It's just about how you want to live with the fear, or you just surrender your fears to the Almighty, to the masters, and let them take care of situations. I only got one very good life path where I was shown Lord Kailash, Mount Kailash. Mount Kailash denotes Lord Shankar, Shiv Shankar, Lord Shiv, yeah. And what is Shiv? Shiv is the destroyer. So I had this life path, life goal given to me, saying that you are here to clear the clutter from people's lives. And 9 years, 10 years back, I was laughing like a crazy man. I said that me releasing people from clutter, I am the person with the maximum clutter. How is it possible? So I was questioning that life path goal because of my logical reason about it. And 9 years later, I don't know, I don't need to say that, but touch wood, I have been. So it's something like I just surrendered myself, saying that I don't want to use my logic too much. I need my logic where required, but not too much of logic. So I listened to my intuitive awareness, thankfully, and here I am in front of you. So habit energy can work in a different way. It's something like when you're driving, you have got your own conscious, subconscious, unconscious. Then you have your instructor, and then you have a spouse who is more concerned about you. So end of the day, you might give up driving altogether. It may happen in some people's cases. So it's all about how you can liberate yourself from these blocks. These are simple things. There are complicated things where you don't even know why you're not able to go beyond certain things. Like, for example, someone was told that you cannot go out of India. You cannot go out of India. So he came to me crying, saying that I want to go out of India for studying, and I'm not getting and everybody is saying you cannot go, you cannot go, you cannot go. I said that let us respect that. So I saw what was the reason why that person was told, that child was told not to go out of India, because out of India means basically any foreign land. In a previous life, this boy, this child had taken an oath because he was killed in a foreign land. And he was killed in such a way, saying that his father, mother did not even know about it for many years. So, because that time communication was not so easy. So he also lost his path as a soul during that time. So there was this record which I saw that he was carrying a lot of grief and a lot of sorrow, plus a lot of fear of losing his parents. Once I detached him and also detached his father, particularly, who was also affected by that, within 3 months, this boy flew abroad. And he's already completed 1 year now. So
That is amazing.
So that is how I'm not challenging anybody here. It's just that there are certain aspects due to which these our astrology and I respect all these lines. Everybody gives you a good guidance, but here is a place where you can liberate yourself from those blockages or those boundaries, so called, or even the soul contract which you may have kept. That is the difference which I would like to bring. So change of perspective can change your life. That is the whole idea.
Amazing. And again, people are writing in. Abhiram, hang on, everybody else who's also written, it's not too far away. We are going to experience this work as well. And maybe one of you will be selected to have a one-on-one with Deepak as well. But Deepak, just I want to hear more. We all of us should hear a little bit more about this. You just mentioned about this child who couldn't go abroad, and there there was the lady who always fell ill only when she was traveling to
Yeah,
Mumbai.
exactly.
You tell us about that.
Yeah, yeah. So, well, that was a very beautiful case. In fact, it also brought me into a kind of a shock of what all can be done with this process.
Right.
So there was this lady who had her. She was from Goa, and she had her husband in Bombay. And whenever she would come to Bombay, she wanted to shift to Bombay full time. But whenever she would come to Bombay, she would fall ill. She would fall sick. And this went on happening for some good time. And about 2 years like this. So she had to stay there in Goa, where she was fine, hale and hearty. Here only she will have that. Anyway, so she came to me and actually said these words that this is a very silly thing which I'm telling you. But can you please help me when you're doing this reading? Can you help me with this objective also? I said, why not? So I checked the records, and surprise, surprise, I got a name of a deity. And to be very frank, I did not know that deity existed till the time that name came to me. So I just did a reading, and I saw that maybe some centuries back, this lady was a devotee of that god. So Godkeshwar, so basically, so that was the time this lady had made something went wrong in that lifetime. And when she came back, so there was a curse of that god to her when she came back in that lifetime. Now, I also asked her whether, and when I actually checked the name of that god, I came to know that it is a lava god, and it is I would say that it's an avatar of Hanumanji, and it was made by lava maybe millions of years back in around railroad station in India, in Bombay. So I was like, I told her that this is the deity, this is the god which you need to. I detached her thoughts with that curse which the god had given, and I told her it was sometime where she was supposed to come back. So I said, whenever you are in railroad area, just visit that, just pay your obeisance and pray to the god, saying that it's a mistake, whatever is there. Just with your unconditional love, I have detached you. Just go and also surrender to the god. And believe you, this is about 2 years, 1.5, 2 years back. And last 2 years, she shifted to Bombay and she's staying with her husband. And that was kind of, that just opened up my antenna, because it was like I was completely zapped by that particular thing. So this is something which nobody will be aware, of course, because what has happened in the past life, only when she will come here, she will fall ill. So likewise, I have got many solutions which have come out, in which a person he had gone to, like, he was from Pune, and I was just talking to him when he came back from a particular location, which he didn't know was important in that case. So I asked him that whether he had been to Chennai or somewhere around Mahabalipuram. So he told me that he had gone to Mahabalipuram for his company's training, and his training class, or rather that whatever that establishment was on Mahabalipuram Road. So I saw that he was from the Pallava dynasty, and he was doing, so basically, I don't know, Chalukya, not Chalukya, but Pallava dynasty, and he was a Khabri. He was a kind of a poacher or a Khabri.
Khabri, like a spy.
It was like a spy, yes.
Okay.
So he was caught by the enemy camp, and on that road, his body was mutilated literally. He was killed, mutilated, and maybe he was never found that also. And when he came back from that place, he also found that his stomach was twisted. His stomach was twisted, and doctor was not able to say how. His kidneys were going bad. His stomach was twisted, so he was only drinking fluids, and he was not even eating solid food.
Right.
So a complete nightmare for a doctor. And that person, he said that what happened to me suddenly in 3 months. And then when we did the reading, I asked him whether he had gone to somewhere around Mahabalipuram, because I saw those clear directions. He said yes. And really coming from there, within a month, he started having these issues. And when I detached his cords, this was on a Sunday. When I detached his cords, Monday, he calls me and tells me that he's got a lot of uneasiness in the body.
Right.
So generally, I would get very perturbed or very, kya galat to, did I do something wrong? So, anybody will think like that. But I just reached out to Chitragupta Lord Metatron, and he said that nothing wrong. Just tell him to get his checkup done. And miracle happened where he went to Tuesday to the checkup, and his doctor did a sonography, and he told him that the stomach, which was inverted, became correct. It changed its shape, and he started eating solid food. So the heaviness which he had to, or rather because of extra fluid, his kidneys were also getting affected. So
Right.
luckily, he started having more solid food, and his kidneys were also started doing better. So this is something which kind of zapped me completely.
Right. Right. I mean, this is like it's like almost it's like one of those like paranormal shows
Yeah.
that you watch on TV. Your goosebumps are up, and you don't know what's coming up next. And this gentleman, as you said, stomach inverted and kidneys were going, and doctors couldn't figure out what was happening. And of course, people letting you know very clearly,
Yeah.
the medical field is the medical field.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
All
Yes.
always must get your checkups done. This is a situation where couldn't figure out everything showing
Yeah.
up
Yeah.
fine.
Everything's
And
fine.
this is what came out. So
Yes.
this is where the divination
Yeah.
came into
Yes.
play. Amazing. Give us one or two more, Deepak. This is, I know people are waiting to experience this, but this is
Yeah.
very exciting and inspiring to hear, because one might be thinking, why do I get a headache every day at only 7 o'clock, for
Yeah.
example.
Yeah.
So go to Deepak and find out why or how.
Yeah.
Okay, please continue.
Well, on the same line, there was this gentleman who also had not a similar issue, a completely different issue. He was working in a liner industry. So he was in a ship, on a job
Ship
in
to
a
ship.
ship. And he was in the technical staff. And the best, you know what? He had a fear of ocean, fear of water.
And he's working on a ship.
But still, he's working on a ship. So that was
Right.
maybe his life path. Luckily, he listened to himself. Now, something happened about 2.5 years back where he was. So when he came back, when he was on a tour, on a trip, he had sudden feeling of some numbness below his waist. And this numbness, as I said, medical is always required. You need to go, even for that person for the stomach issue. I told him, you please get yourself checked by a doctor. Not that, okay, live in awareness, nothing. No, you have to get medically certified. That is better always. So he spent about 1.5 years getting himself checked. He got an MRI, a CT scan, some more reports. Someone said your digestive system is stuck. Someone said your brain is having issues. So he, for about 1.5 years, he may have done something like maybe 100, 200 tests, and nothing turned out to be giving any answers to him. And still he was lagging with the same issue. So when he came to me, he came with no hope, to be very frank. He said that I don't know. His first word was that I don't know whether you will be able to help me with this, but this is something which is nagging me like crazy. If you can help me, that will be great. So I said, if you have come to me and asking me, let's see. We will do our best. That's what we can do. So when I checked, I put a question where why this guy is facing like this. I got a clear indication. I asked him the very next moment, had you been to Portugal, to a particular port? I didn't know that port, but somewhere in Portugal, there was a port which I told him, did you go to Portugal to any port? And after that, you have got this issue. So for few moments he was in a sense of denial, but somewhere his wife was also part of that call. And she said, "Oh, yes, you had been to that place, you know." And so the ladies are more connected emotionally on those aspects. Sorry, gents, there's no ill feeling towards you, please. So she immediately pointed out her, and he remembered, yes, 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 that during that time it was done. So I checked his somewhere in 15th century, he was an avid seafarer, and it seems he got stuck in a controversy in that time between two groups or something like that. And one, he was a very important member of the other team. So he was actually taken, he was killed, he was beaten, thrashed, and around his back, lower back, he was thrashed very badly. And there was a very heavy stone which was tied on his back, and he was put into the water just outside that port. So when he went to that port, that same body, I don't know how, please don't ask me how, because this is just, I cannot logically explain. But that pain of that body which was lying there, lifeless, was transmitting it to him to release that. Maybe, whatever. Release that from his subconscious mind also. So when I did that cord cutting of that pain sensation which that body had felt, when, so the moment I cleared that, it's been 1.5 years. And immediately after the healing of that day, he said that he started feeling sensation in his legs. And now his fear of sea, fear of whatever, ship, everything has just gone away. And he last 1.5 years, he's doing fantastic job. And no numbness in the legs, nothing. Everything just sorted out.
This is amazing. Like, it is so amazing. And even people are writing in, Dr. Sheila's written, Anu's written, amazing, mind-blowing. And it really is. And I know, and Deepak, actually, again, people are writing in their concerns. And I just want to address that very quickly. Ritz and everybody else, Meenal, everyone who had written in earlier also, thank you for sharing your concerns. We will try and get as many of you as we can on one-on-one with Deepak, but just hold on, hang on. We're all going to go through a group process, which Deepak will explain. And in fact, I think Deepak, part of that process also involves selecting any one thing that is bothering you right now.
Yeah.
So for everybody who's already written in or is thinking of something, please just hold on, hang on. We're coming to this really quickly. Within minutes, we will be doing this. So just hold that, be here, stay here. And a very, very quick reminder, especially for everybody who's new here, when we bring you on one-on-one with Deepak, not in the group process, one-on-one, you will be coming on video. And this call is live streaming on YouTube right now and will be publicly shared as a replay. So when you want to come on, I'm giving you one disclaimer right away right now. I will remind you again then that think about it. If you don't want people to know about, don't want it known publicly, don't come on the one-on-one here. Right? Okay. I mean, we respect your privacy also. So that is there. Yes, Deepak. Sorry, you were saying something, Deepak?
Yeah, well, as I said, the health wise, and even for that matter, if you look at another major specialty, someone was saying, asking me in the morning on the group, saying that is marriage possible after this? And even child, someone mentioned about, I think, some conceiving child and things like that. So yes, these are also things where, so I'll just give you a small synopsis of summary of what I have done in terms of, so maybe 7 years back, 6 years back was the first time I actually used Akashic for a mother who was not able to conceive. And within 25 days of the process, I'll just mention that one incident where, so she was basically carrying a lot of fear. One regarding regarding delivering a girl child, which was somehow in that family, there were some issues which she was facing. And on top of it, she had in her past life carried some, so basically she was having 4 children in her past life. And these 4 children in a flood, went away from her. So they basically could not survive. She survived, but with a lot of grief. So she took a dying oath. So the dying thought or a dying oath is something like, it's better not to have children. So she
Okay.
carried that oath. And once I detached her from that oath, within 25 days, she was conceived immediately. And
Oh,
within, I think that within 25 days, she conceived. And as per the time, February 20, I remember 2018, I believe, 6 years, 7 years. So 2018, she delivered twins, a boy and a girl. So even balance there.
right. That is so nice. I mean, really, you know, anything that you're saying, it's all just so amazing. I can't wrap my head around it because obviously, with a situation like this, don't look for logic, right?
Yes.
And
Yes.
that's the whole point of divination. It's mystical, it's magical, and if you're going to sit and wanting, acha, but in that lifetime it was like this, but I am not like that right
Yeah.
now. But
Correct.
I guess that's what you meant, Deepak, when you
Yes.
said
Yes.
that
Yes.
the
Yes.
karmic and ancestral.
Yeah.
So, and you don't know which
Yes.
lifetime, which parallel universe, anywhere out there,
Yeah.
right? Okay.
So just to give you an idea about, if you know, everybody knows what a boomerang is. So when you
Boomerang,
send
yes.
the boomerang, it comes back to you.
Right.
Now the problem is the karmic boomerang will come to you when you are in a different body. So you'll not know what hit you.
Correct.
So it's as simple as that. So like for example, there was this 43-year-old lady. Now she had been fighting for 15 years for her for basically having a child. Fighting in the sense she was doing everything possible. Pansa Mannat, whatever doctor, everybody, she just visited everybody and nothing was happening. So 43, and she again came back to me saying that I don't know if it is possible, but try helping me. And I did the reading with all full gusto, and I found out the reason for her death was basically because she had a violent husband in that lifetime. And I will not say the painful things which happened in that reading because it was really painful. It was very gory details. But point was that because of that fear, she was not able to conceive a child. The moment I cleared her, I think she was just 44 when she delivered a baby girl who is now 2 years old, 1.5 years old now.
That is just
July, yeah. so, so 108 children have touched wood by the grace of Almighty. I'm just a medium. So 108 children have come into the world. More than 100 couples have either married or their marriages are saved, or they have basically found balance in their marriage. More than 1,000 people have advanced in their career who were stuck. Then more than 1,000 people whose health we have been able to resolve health issues. Then reverse even cancer in some cases, and I don't have the number. Immunological disorders also we have been able to reverse, along with medication, of course.
right.
But this is more on the energetic level clearing. Then black magic, evil eye, more than 100, 200 people have been helped in this. And basically Pitru Sharp, ancestral curse, so-called, even that 500 people have benefited from the readings in this. So any patterns? So basically my only awareness which I would like to give now here is that any patterns which show up, because your fears, your patterns and your triggers, these are the three factors which will help you to grow in life. Somewhere, if you are having triggers, which means that is your soul lesson. And somehow that trigger or that fear keeps us from not approaching, or makes us withdraw. You should rather face them and clear them. That will help you to live life queen size or king size, as my normal statement is.
Absolutely. And those are some amazing numbers that you've just shared, Deepak. And in fact, while you were talking, I was just having a look at the group. There already people, how can I consult with Deepak ji? Can I learn this? These questions have already started coming in. And if you're okay with it, I think it's time we should definitely get them to
Sure.
experience this work. a little bit. And then,
Yes.
of course, details on how you can consult and learn
Yeah.
will also come up very, very
Just want to share
soon.
one more small
Yes, yes, yes,
detail,
Deepak.
just one small detail that somewhere about a year back, one rather 7, 8 months back, I had a symbol which was I had downloaded some time back, and that I started using it. That symbol is about releasing your past and future repercussions, so remaining in the moment, being in the moment. So I am proud to say that I believe this is the only maybe Akashic Records process. I may be wrong, which has a symbol now attached to it. And that symbol can help you to clear. So, for example, even if you're reading for yourself or your family, generally you say that attachment makes you, maybe blind to, or you're not able to read or something. With that symbol, even that problem is resolved. So, in short, you can heal in any which ways, and you will get a solution any which ways. The moment you so that's something which I would like to I wanted to just add. So that makes your whole process very easy. Plus, I have given a small an audio to everybody on the call in which you can connect to Chitragupta, Lord Metatron.
Right. And that's a gift that, thank you, Deepak. That's a gift, people, that you will
Yes.
get with your call replay as well. And it is so interesting that you brought up this conversation, this thing about the symbol, which
Yeah.
is used to, to release, to do the release work.
Yeah.
Because I just saw that Ravi is asked. So let's take care of this question before we go into anything else. Ravi is asked, please share your views on the difference between Akashic records and
Hmm.
past life regression, since both deal with issues related to past life.
Well, I am not an expert on certain aspects like PLR. I have only my experience. I don't know currently what is the new things which are coming up. But
Right.
what I saw is that at least what my awareness says that the person who is supposed to, for whom, like for example, if I am to do for Nilu needs to go into a transfer PLR. This is my understanding on it.
Correct, correct. That is what happens.
That's correct, right? So
Yes.
basically, I remember that there was a person who had come from Chennai all the way to Nashik for doing her father's PLR, and she was not able to do because that her father was not getting into that trance situation. So the difference here is that we are doing the reading for you, and we are helping you to release it and giving you awareness. Also, so the whole thing you have to do is just sit and experience the releasing. Yes, what we are also trying to do, some person also came back to me saying that I will do something wrong and I'll come back to you, just clear my records. I said, doesn't work like this. So I said, it doesn't work like this. We are just trying to change your perspective that if you're doing wrong, then you have to get into, so basically somewhere, in the sense, not wrong as such, but if you're doing some bad karma, you definitely will face the bad karma back to you. So if you're doing good karma will come to you. So that is your understanding. So if you want to, so that will help you to transform you and your life so that, because you know it is coming back to you. So it's better release those thoughts of maybe enmity or whatever it is. As even Alexander, when he died, he was shown with both hands are empty. That was his. So that is how you will go as a body. So everything is fine. Possessing, you're having enjoy your life. A lot of people take their life as a responsibility. Oh, I have to get up. I have to do this. I have to do that. Change that thing to passion. That is where the way you look at your life, the way you live your life should change. So this will help you to live in your abundance. And the abundance is not a destination, it's the way you think. So make abundance your partner.
And again, neither am I an expert, but I've done quite a few Akashic sessions. So this is only, and please correct me here, Deepak, and with this is exactly like you said, that you are in whatever, you are taken into that
Yes.
space,
Yes.
right? In Akashic records, you are not going into any space. the Akashic record reader, the expert, in which case Deepak here, is going into your book of life.
Yes.
It's not going anywhere else, straight to, as you said, Chitragupt, to Lord Chitragupt, to Lord Metatron, and with a concern that you go with.
Yes.
So if you go for, let's say, I'm not getting a job, that with that intention, the record is open, and only that much will show up and give you the insight, correct?
Yes.
I think that's the at least on a basic level, this could possibly be the differences, right, Deepak? Okay.
Exactly. And in fact, the only difference which I would maybe I've spoken about already is maybe the symbol and the cord cutting process which is added.
Right. But that's unique to you, Deepak.
Yes.
That's unique to you on right.
Exactly. Right. So that is what. So basically, that there are various healing modalities. Here it is completely detached. And plus, that I did mention about the 10% that habit energy, right? For that also, there is a solution which, in fact, I thank Mahatar Babaji to basically bless me with that. I had made an audio. If you listen to that for 30 days after any course or after the reading, that habit energy also kind of gets alienated or rather released from you.
Nice. And if I'm not missed, that's a gift that you have for anybody who takes a consultancy with you also.
Yes.
Okay. More on that coming up soon. Deepak, let's do this. I know everybody is eagerly awaiting, and I have to say this to everybody before we start off. I've been noticing from the beginning of the call, there's so many of you who have had your videos on and greatly appreciate that. Greatly appreciate. So thank you, each and every one of you who have your videos on, and we can also see you while you are seeing us. Okay, Deepak, tell us, how do we, first of all, Akashic Records is for one person, right? So as a group, how are we going to do this?
Well, as simple as that. Reading can be done for each person in a single group also. The reason, I'll tell you how.
Okay.
So we have one Chitragupta Lord Metatron. But please remember, everybody, all of you have a different record reader. So your Abhilekhyam Rakshak is with you when you are doing these readings. So I call upon your spirit guide or record keeper. So your record keeper will help you to release all your blocks for whatever issues you are facing. I also had some, so basically this is how it will work for the group, because all of you, I will not take you there, but I will call your record keeper to help you release, and you will have the feeling of getting detached from that issue which is bothering you. And that experience will be your experience of how you released it. That is the whole intention.
Are you going to be using the symbol for all of us?
Yes. The symbol will also be used, where I will be,
The cord cutting is also part of the process?
Yes.
Oh, lovely.
The whole, so the whole process will be done for all that, anything which is bothering you.
Okay.
And sorry, please.
No, please. I was just going to ask, so should all of us be thinking of anything in particular?
Yeah, one thinking about in particular, if there is anything, see, basically, even if I tell, I am having one group awareness also, where I will be, but that I thought, let me give it as a bonus. So some more bonus to people. That awareness I'll give you in some time. But other than that, whatever is your pain point, what is blocking you, what is not letting you move forward, something which is a current pain or current any block which you are aware of, or any situation which is not helping, or which is, let's say it's a relationship, it could be health, it could be career where you're blocked, or it could be your any trigger or any particular thing which is just happen in patterns every time blocking you. Any one thing which you can think of, which comes to your mind first, that is the thing which you should be thinking about. Just think of that. The rest, masters will take care of. That is the beauty of it. You just have to, आप आदेश करो, you just give a command, and your the masters, your spirit guide, the record keepers will help you release that. So it is because they are always looking for your free will. So the moment you command, they will be at your beck and call. That much I am aware.
And Dr. Sheila has asked, current issue will do, current issue will do.
Yes.
Just to experience it with something recent, correct?
Yes.
Okay. And Payal says weight gain and diabetes. Is it okay? So should she look at both or just one?
She can look at both, weight gain and diabetes, if that is how it has come to her intuitively. Okay. I respect intuition. So respect intention, as told you. Perfect.
Fantastic. All right. And people, obviously, if you're driving a car, please don't do this. Please park. If you're operating heavy machinery, please do not do this. It does require you to go into a meditative state. One last question, Deepak. For pregnant women, it is safe?
No problem. No problem at all. No problem. In fact, sorry.
In fact, I was just going to, a lot of spaces, especially with women at home, there might be children running around or anything. It's all right if they're around in the environment? Okay. All right. Okay.
So as I was saying that just keep one problem in your awareness right now, whatever has come to your intuitive knowledge. Now I am going to tell you as a group about some message which I have also got. This is basically something like an ancestral or karmic for some of you, that we have to struggle in life to achieve. Unless we struggle, we will not get answers, or we will not get solutions. Unless we struggle, or unless we, it's something like, even if I get a result, it comes at a time where I stopped, I don't feel happy when I achieve results or achieve something, because it has, just tried my patience, done everything. Oh, nahi, mat aavai, don't come, or don't happen that work. So that is an awareness somehow I'm getting for the group. So I hope, you will be able to connect to that aspect, where as you have maybe struggled too many times or for something which is not achieving at all. So that is an awareness I would like to give you.
Right. And I don't know if you noticed, but I was smiling all throughout when you were saying that this has covered my awareness, because Deepak, even though you didn't ask anybody to really put it on the group, there's so many people, including Diksha and Aloha, Sipra.
Wow.
They've all written career, finance, health, career, finance, the amount of the career, the work, the finance aspect that has come. I don't know if you noticed, I had this big smile on my face when you were saying it. I said, you're talking and it's just popping up into the screen over here. And
lovely.
So Ravi's asked, do we need to light any dhoop stick, or do we need to light a candle or anything?
If you feel comfortable with that, go ahead. I will basically create a sacred space, so that will take care of you. Any releases which are coming out from you.
Right. And Sangeeta's asked, I had my reading a few months back. Can I do it? The time period is less than 6 months.
I do not have any, in the sense that there is no blockages as far as Akashic reading is concerned.
There's no restriction, right?
The same question you can ask even after 5 minutes, if it is giving you still some issues or whatever. So there is no blockages, or there is no such so-called fine print. There is no fine print here. Everything is very clearly printed. So you can ask the same question, no problem.
Right. And
focus more on the releases which come to you after the release, rather than thinking on this. Focus on the feeling which you will get. And the feeling, basically, a lot of people try to visualize. Don't focus on visualizing, because visualization is one way of your clairvoyant. There is also something called clairsentient, which is you're a strong feeler. Your heart will give you better awareness. Your skin will give you a better awareness. So focus on the experience rather than visualizing or feeling or hearing or something like that. So you may have one. So if you focus on visualizing, all you know that the feeling which you get, you will say that nahi, mere ko samajh mein nahi aaya, because somewhere you will create a block for that. So experience it rather than imagining to experience it in a particular fashion. That was I would just let it happen, and then you see what really went through.
Don't overthink it, basically.
Surrender yourself to the masters and the record keeper, which I'll be calling.
Fantastic. Let's do this, Deepak.
Great. So just keep a bottle of glass of water or bottle of water close to you after the reading, of course. So where you may require it, it is a pretty thirsty thing.
Yeah, and even more people are writing in financial freedom. They want financial freedom. It's affecting their sleep. Somebody's written about relationship. Oh, sorry. Shipra had asked, she's in office. Can she sit in a corner and receive this?
Yeah, very much.
Okay. And people, in case you are unable to do this right now for any reason, if you're, you're on the move or you're like in the middle of work, you can do it with the replay one time.
Replay also.
It's a one-time thing, right,
Yeah,
Deepak?
yeah.
So one time in replay, it's not like you've done it right now and then tomorrow you're going to go and do it again. Don't do that. All right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Go ahead, Deepak.
So I'm just creating sacred space. I manifest the 4 legions of light in the 4 corners of all the homes of all the people, even on the recordings. I call upon Lord Melchizedek, Archangel Michael, Archangel Raphael, and Archangel Zadkiel to bring out the 4 legions of light. I call upon Mother Kanya and Mother Mary, Goddesses, and Durga Maya to bring out the 4 legions of light and maintaining the yin and yang energies of both the homes. I call upon Ganpati Bappa to bring out the 7th legion of light. There is a canopy of white light over us and a sheet of white light below us, keeping us safe and secure. I call upon Saint Germain with his violet flame of transportation. All the people and their family members in that home are and will keep burning in violet flame 50 meters all 6 sides till Monday night. All less than God energies will get transmitted into white light. Kali Mata, Bholenath, and Bajrangbali are there for our protection. The universe has us protected. The Ashtkal Bhairav is taking care of the Ashdisha of all the homes. Swami Samarth is creating a shield inside and outside all of us, and Sudarshan Chakra is destroying everything within us or in our surroundings, which is not working for our highest good. Now take 3 deep breaths. Breathe in peace. Breathe out all the chaos, all the confusion. Breathe in unconditional love for self. Breathe out unconditional love for others. Breathe in abundance. Breathe out all the inhibitions, all the blocks and implants, everything which is not working for your highest good. Just keep breathing. It will keep releasing. I call upon your spirit guide. I call upon Lord Metatron, Lord Melchizedek, archangels. I call upon your record keeper to stand next to you. Just feel the energies of these beings. Feel, see, hear, or just be in awareness. You're feeling, and even you'll feel the change in the air around you. The way you breathe has also changed. So this will give you an awareness that yes, you are now getting into a better mode. Now, 2 focuses which I mentioned. One is anything which is bothering you, and second, you have to struggle to achieve results. So these 2 aspects I am raising to, I have requested intuitively the masters to open your records. And your record keeper has been informed by you. Energetically, think in your mind about the one thing which is bothering you and one thing which I have mentioned about you have to struggle to achieve your results. That will also be informed to the record keeper. Now focus. I am asking about where is it coming from? Is it coming from this lifetime or from a previous lifetime? You will get an awareness. Is it coming from this lifetime or previous lifetime? How many lifetimes have been affected by this issue? Again, you will just feel, hear, or see a number. Be in awareness. If you're not seeing, no worries. It is there in your subconscious mind. Focus on the experience, then on the logical awareness. Now, I'm requesting everybody's record keeper and the masters. We want to liberate all of these people from these 2 issues. Kindly let us know how many cords need to be detached. There is a number now which is being either visible, or you have a feeling about a number, or you are hearing some number, and awareness about one number. This is the number of chords which needs to be detached for you to get liberated from these issues, from these blocks, implants, and these grief related issues or whatever. Everybody has a number. Even if you don't have a number, don't worry. It is all there. Just collect it in your conscious, subconscious mind. And focus on the feeling, as I said. I am seeing all of you have got a number which has been given to you by your record keeper, gatekeeper. These are the oaths, vows, curses, and soul contracts. Also, your limited mindsets, poverty consciousness, limited consciousness, collective limited consciousness. All of these are experiences which is in the form of these chords. I call upon Lord Melchizedek to stand in front of you and hold the number of balloons, the number of chords which have made you, which you are aware now, or consciously, subconsciously, and unconsciously. Lord Melchizedek is holding that many number of balloons. Focus on the energies of this balloon. These are the balloons which are coming from your past lives, creating these two issues which we have identified. Feel the energies of these balloons. You will see a lot of visuals or an awareness of why maybe you will feel suffocated, you will feel overconfident, underconfident. Somehow, some energy will come to you. Be aware of this. This is what we are releasing now, for which your record keeper is standing next to you, helping you in this process. Lord Melchizedek is holding the number of balloons in front of you. And now I request you to send, just say, I'm sending pink light from my heart chakra to these balloons. As you're sending pink light, you will feel a certain amount of energy release from your body towards these balloons, because these balloons have really worked as parasites and pulled your energies towards these two objectives which we are clearing. Feel the energy now change in your body, for which now I call upon, for liberating you from these, I call upon Archangel Michael. Archangel Michael, please detach the cord between all of them and this, all the balloons which are being attached with these cords. 1, 2, 3, detach. Feel the releases. Something has left from you, from your heart chakra, or somewhere from your solar plexus, or somewhere from a stomach. Wow, this is, just focus on the feeling. Archangel Michael has detached the cords. I call upon Archangel Raphael to send his green light, filling you up, your energy body, and even the balloons with the green healing energy. The green healing energy is healing you and the balloons. And as these are oaths, vows, soul contracts, all of these, you will find a different amount of energy movement within your body as you're releasing all of the blocks and implants. Emotionally, you will release a lot. Focus on the experiences, closing your eyes. Your experiences will give you answers, and even maybe some of you are seeing visuals. Archangel Zadkiel is sending his violet light, filling you and the balloons with the violet forgiveness energies. They also are used for transmutating all less than God energies into white light. Experience that. The releases are going out from you. You're being liberated. Feel suddenly a lightness come into and around you. Archangel Samuel is now sending his pink light, filling you and these balloons with the pink unconditional love. And this is making you filled with unconditional love for yourself, and which will help you to release any bit of block, implant, which you're now releasing. And you're feeling the lightness and light as a feather, bright as the sun within you now. I now call upon Archangel Michael and Gabriel to send their blue-white light. The blue and white light is filling you and the balloons with the blue and white light, making you more peaceful, calm, and peaceful and tranquil. I now call upon Lord Melchizedek to fill you with the courage so that you can face your fears and get answers and get rid of these triggers, or rather learn from your triggers, be guided by your fears. You have to say this in your mind. I release all negative attachments. And with this, you will find something released from you. And the number of balloons being held by Lord Melchizedek is now being sent to the white light, because they have served their purpose and you have learned your lessons. And energetically, you're being detached from these balloons, going to the white light. Feel that peace and calm within you now. This is the new you. You have released your attachment with these oaths, vows, soul contracts, curses, and so on. And you have become more humble. With this, we pay gratitude to Lord Melchizedek, Chitragupta, Lord Metatron, your record keeper, all the archangels. We pay our gratitude to them. And with this, I request your energy body to integrate into your physical body. Your body elemental is making a note of all the changes, all the cords cut healing done. Integrate, integrate, integrate. Your DNA is changing accordingly, and you will feel a certain amount of change, a certain amount of feeling of being liberated, maybe lighter, brighter, or anything which comes to you. As and when you want to come out, look inside and around you, take some time to see what has happened. And as and when you want to come out, you can rub your palms, collect the energies in your heart chakra first, and then in your eyes, and open your eyes to a liberated version of you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Deepak. And while we wait for people to, so many written about career finance. Deepa wrote about relationship problems. Prerna wrote about health, finance, family struggle. So whatever came for them, we'll wait to hear back from them. People, do share your experience with us. Deepak, I just wanted to share with you and with everybody. I've been through this process a number of times with you, and today by far has been, like, each time has been more powerful. And today there was something very different about today. Like, what I'm trying to say is that it has just gotten bigger and bigger and better each time with you. So thank you so much for that. And while we wait for it, people have already started writing in. Aloha says, thank you. Shipra says, my gratitude. Ritu says, thank you so much. Rashmi says, it's great. Thank you so much. Bell says, felt and still thumping in her sacral area. Pia says, thank you, universe. Thank you, sir. Gratitude. Thank you, says 037888. Ritz, who had actually written earlier about a concern as well, says gratitude. It was beautiful. Ritz, with whatever you wrote in earlier, is that what you put into your mind? How are you feeling now? And if you're here, you never know, maybe we'll be able to bring you on.
Yeah.
Dr. Jayasima says 22 incarnations and 114 chords.
Wow.
goodness. That is a
So,
big number for us. That is a big number, right?
yeah. And the beauty is that she is able to read it. That is the miracle, or that is the beauty.
Amazing. And Rit says yes for my question. And she also saw number 3.
Okay.
And Ritu says saw 487.
Wow. Wow.
Shiraz
That's a lot.
says thank you. Went to sleep, pain in the left arm, and 5 lifetimes and 25 chords.
Wow. Wow. The left arm is predominantly an indication of receiving somewhere. Maybe you have released some blocks of receiving. Many a times we don't look for receiving because we want to be proud at times. So we are releasing blocks of receiving.
Right. And Parul says, thank you, sir. Feeling light with this issue. My first time taking healing from you. Dia was crying during the process. Dr. Kani says had 2,468 chords.
Wow, that's a good amount.
Excuse me, sorry. 67 lives and 7 chords. Says, I can't see the name, it is only 3 asterisk marks. Dr. Sheila says something from my navel went away. 15 and 25, 125 is what she's written.
Wow.
Shweta says, I think it was 5 births and 6 chords. My God, I'm like, these numbers are so amazing. Like I am getting so impressed looking at this. I can't even begin to imagine what you must be feeling, Deepak, that because you've taken us, through this. And Aloha says, she saw number 3 and got teary-eyed and was yawning. Hemang gives his gratitude to you and to the Mystic Lotus team.
Thank you.
Again, Pia says, I saw the number 6 and 9. Sangeeta says, she's just written 11, 22, and 6.
Wow.
Whatever, however you would see that. And Falkland Finest says, infinite gratitude. This healing interwoven with today full moon was very powerful.
Wow.
Dr. Kani also says, could not feel which birth it is. That's okay, right?
That's okay.
Right.
Because we did not do a specific reading as such.
Right. And the comments are pouring in. Deepak Diksha says, thank you so much. Beautiful as ever, feeling very light, a sweet smell around me and a breeze of fresh air.
Lovely.
Sensation in lower stomach area below navel, gratitude. Heavy in the chest and pull in the left arm. Now it's gone. Joyce, who had also written earlier about some concern that she had. Amazing, sir. Thank you so much. And 5 lives and 8 chords, says HT. Okay, Rashmi says, I see that I'm dying from the top floor.
Okay.
Right. So did you know what that means?
Yeah, so that must have come from a past life, some vision she must have got from there.
Right. So this was just a glimpse, and this is without you actually looking at somebody's record and specifying this. So people imagined you didn't open your records.
Yeah.
But your record keeper, this is the process that happened, and look at what's showing up. My God. Shipra says, confused, don't know how many chords cut, but sir, I feel 3 last life, but I see 3 white balloons, but remaining are black balloons.
Whatever.
Okay.
Whatever, intuitively, whatever you got. See, ultimately, we are not here to see what you released. Ultimately, how are you feeling after that release is what is important here.
Right. And can we follow the replay again? I got a call in between and was disturbed.
Yes.
They can follow it again, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And again. Continuously, Momita says 9, 8, and 3 numbers came to my vision. I feel a burning in my heart and stomach area.
Wow.
Still feeling a slight tingling in the forehead, which is why Deepak, you'd also said, no, please have water after the process is over.
Yes.
Okay. Yes. And Prerna says, I saw 9 and white, red, and blue balloon. Neetal says, thank you, Deepak ji. I could see my last life business partner and asked for forgiveness and release. 2 red balloons turned to pink.
Wow. Unconditional love. So
right.
I didn't say this to them. So this is how intuitively they're getting. Very fantastic.
Right. And there is somebody who's writing. There are 3 asterisk marks. May I request you to put a name down, please, so that we can take your name as well. This has been hugely amazing to experience and to read this out for you, Deepak. So, from from people's stories to experiencing it ourselves.
Yes.
And of course, people, you will have, okay, Neetal says having headache on the left side and a shoulder pain.
Okay. Shoulder is basically predominantly giving an awareness that you are carrying too much or taking life too seriously. And the left side of the brain is predominantly, which means the effort is, the left side of the brain, if I'm right. So that basically
Headache on the left side,
gives you, so gives you an empowering of the right side, which is the Pingala Nadi. And predominantly that means that somewhere you shrug to give effort when you are stuck or something like that is showing up. So these are the blocks which are releasing. Ultimately, that is, as you will see maybe after this healing, is that wherever you had a block, you will find a certain amount of relaxation. Like if you're getting scared with a particular thing, you will see that you will be able to face that situation with more ease. That is the whole idea.
Right. And Devashi is also, she felt very irritated and there was a pain in the left leg. It went away, but she went into a deep trance and was unable to follow the whole visual. So she's going to do it again.
So subconscious releases are happening this way, where so subconsciously, unconsciously, if you're releasing, you will get into these kind of situations. So
Right.
that is predominantly because consciously you want to do certain things, but subconscious is blocking you. So subconscious takes over and tries to release because your masters are working. Please understand that.
And Mrs. Pujari says, this is my first time. I did not feel anything. Instead, felt more uneasy.
Yeah, so that uneasy itself is a feeling for you,
Is the
where
feeling.
you are releasing the uneasiness from you on the subject which you have identified. Just see how you are reacting to that situation now.
Right. Susanna, I'm going to request you, please, to put your query in on the group. And Prerna's feeling very hungry. Please eat something.
Yeah.
Right? Okay.
Yes.
And Dan is asking, what does it mean to see fire in the top of the tower?
Okay, so that is basically you have seen a vision. I did say that you will see some visions or something. So probably, depending on what is your question, this would be something which is a release. So are you scared of fire? That is the question you need to ask. So probably the reason is being shown to you.
Right. And Dan says no. However, I will repeat again, people, Deepak, as you also just mentioned, when you do this, these things will happen. You'll see something, you'll feel something,
Yeah.
you'll sense something, make a note of it.
Yes.
And keep it. This is for you. This is for your experience. Of course, specific work offers are coming up. But before that, come and find out. Obviously, you're not going to have a full session with Deepak right now, but you'll get a few minutes with him. We are ready to take on a few people, one or two for sure right now. So put your concern down in the group now, and please keep your video on so that we can take care of that time process as well. And Susanna, once again, please join the Telegram group and ask your question there. And yes, Ritz, because whatever you've written is right at the beginning. Whoever writes right now is how it'll happen. Sanyog, again, on the group, please. Okay. While, you know what, I'm going to wait for 2-3 people to write in. In that meantime, I know I saw Atul. Is he here?
Yeah.
Okay. Atul, where are you?
Atul is there. Yes, he is there.
I did see his video.
He's there.
There he is. And tell us something about Atul while I bring him on.
So Atulji, he has been with me for I think more than 6 to 7 months now. He has done this class, and he himself is like he's into the healing profession, and that is kind of his life path, soul path, whatever we call it. Very nice human being, a very soft-spoken person, and but he's a very serious healer for sure. So don't just get swayed by his soft-spokenness, because he's very resolute as far as what he needs to do. He gets it done. So that is how I would just put Atulji. Yeah, Atulji.
So
Yeah.
he's had a session with you
He-
and he's learned with you.
Both.
Fantastic. Hi, Atul.
Hello, good evening, ma'am. Good evening, sir.
Good evening, Atulji.
Yes,
Yeah,
please.
yeah.
Go
Please,
ahead, Atul.
please.
Please share your experience with us.
Yeah, actually, I'm a healer and I'm practicing different healing modalities for the past 11 years. And this year, I decided to learn the Akashic Records. So in May this year, I learned the Akashic Records session with Sir. And the experience of class was just amazing because in 3 days class, actually we went through different attunements, a series of, I should say, a series of different attunements and meditations, and they were very powerful, extremely powerful, and quality of these meditations were so intense that I literally felt that myself in that dimension receiving attunement from those divine masters directly. Uh, I should say I was contacting Lord Shiva, Archangel Metatron, Lord Melchizedek. I was directly receiving attunement from them. So the quality of those attunements and meditations were just amazing. It was just amazing. So after the learning, actually, Akashic Records, what I found very amazing that immediately after learning, I started receiving the sessions. And I did not advertise also for the Akashic Records, but I started receiving the request and queries, and I started conducting those sessions, and I found that in those sessions also the uh, what I was experiencing, it was the same experience which I've observed during the class. So I was very easily able to connect with the divine masters, and they were guiding me. And uh, I must say that those masters are very kind and very loving. They are really ready to help us. So that was a very beautiful experience which I am having during those classes. They are ready. They are ready to help us. Only thing is that we need to connect with them, and they are ready. So I would like to share one experience with a client recently. Actually, that lady took a past life regression session from me 2 or 3 years ago, and this year she was experiencing pain in her both the knees, and she visited doctor, and all tests were done, and but no relief was coming. Only thing, she was taking the painkillers, but that was temporarily the relief. And then she decided to take the Akashic record session for that. And what memory came for her, in that memory, actually, it was around 200 or 300 years ago memory, in which her father was severely beating her with a rod, iron rod, on her both the knees. Yeah. Uh, and I conducted that session, and approximately 15 days ago, I received a message from her that my pain of my both the knees have completely, and now I'm able to sit and I'm able to do my all the job work, which I was not earlier I was doing. So
Lovely.
that was just amazing. That was just amazing.
Lovely. Lovely.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Lovely.
Fantastic. And this is, and you said you've just learned this recently, like less than a year ago.
Yeah. In May this
In
year.
May. In May this year.
6
And you're
months.
already, and this is
Yeah,
the
yeah.
kind of work that you're already doing and helping people with. Amazing. Amazing. Fantastic.
All credit goes to sir. He's
Thank
just
you.
amazing.
It's basically your application. I'm just a medium. Thank you. Thank you, Atul. Thank you so
Thank you.
much.
Thank you so much, Atul, for coming. And I know you've been here from the beginning. So I hope you re-enjoyed the process again. So thank you. Thank you so much for coming
you.
Thank
and
you.
sharing.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Gratitude.
Thank you, Atul. Thank you so much.
And people, I still want to tell you again, if your video is not on and if the name on the Telegram group does not match the name on Zoom, it is difficult for us to find you. Ritz, I cannot find you on the participant list. Rinku, is your video on? I did not find it. Barkha is here. Let's get Barkha on. Barkha has had a migraine for 35 years now. So getting Barkha on. And Barkha, just wait. There you are.
Hi, Deepak.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening. Yeah.
So Deepak ji, thank you for the wonderful session. You're an amazing orator,
Thank you.
and your energies could be felt, and I could experience a lot of change. So one of the things is that I've been experiencing migraine for the last 35 years,
Okay.
and I'm a shamanic practitioner. So
Wow.
I've done multiple cord releases and multiple modalities, but this is something that refuses to go. So
Right.
I got lucky with this opportunity. So whatever guidance you can give me, sir.
Well, so basically, I'm getting the number 1781, which is coming immediately into my awareness, and there are two things which are just, I don't know, just showing up. Just hear me out and just see how you're feeling about this. So 1781 is the year where I'm seeing, and basically you have been a kind of a revolutionary, and the idea about snatching your land, because it's something like your relatives, and maybe there is a fear in you also that you will be alone, something like that probably is what I'm just downloading from the records. And this is mainly also showing that you had given up life, but now you will not give up your life, something like that. That's an oath which is coming to you, and which is making you kind of divided whenever you have to travel alone to any place or something like that, which is what I'm getting as an awareness. And maybe subconsciously it is blocking you. The headache is predominantly coming with a lot of stress, which is so basically anything which is slightly even stressful, and where you feel too attached to the outcome, the migraine shoots up very badly. Does it happen?
Yes, it does.
So for this, very simply, just close your eyes and just detach something from you, whatever I'm getting from the records. Your record keeper is there with you. 48,764 balloons are there in front of you. Archangel Michael, just send pink light from your heart chakra. Archangel Michael, detach the cord between Barkha and the 48,764 balloons. 1, 2, 3, detach. Feel something release. Just keep chanting in your mind now. I'm sorry, please forgive me. Thank you, love you, forgive you. I'm not drawing. I had drawn the symbol earlier, never announced. Now I'm drawing the symbol and sending it to you so that you can be rest assured of your past and future, because you're living in the past and the future. The green light is healing you. The violet light is sending forgiveness energies to you, releasing you from, or rather transmitting all less than God energies into white light. And Shamiel is sending his pink light, filling you with unconditional love. Love yourself, have full faith in yourself. Don't look for validation. And the green, blue, and white light is filling you with peace and tranquility. Feel these releases. Lord Melchizedek is filling you with the courage so that you can face your fear. Just say, I release all negative attachments. And there it goes. The balloons have been sent to the white light, integrating your energy body into your physical body. Your body elemental is making note of all the changes of the cords that have been done. Integrate, integrate, integrate. Just take 3 deep breaths to the place where your migraine problem comes. Breathe in 1, second, and while the third time, just say, I release all negative attachments, and feel the difference now in your migraine or the head. How are you
Thank
feeling?
you. So my migraine generally starts from my cervical, and that's where I could just feel some inflammation over there. And now I feel much more relaxed. Thank you.
Lovely, lovely, lovely.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate
Thank
it.
you,
Thank you.
thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah. You're muted.
I just realized.
No, it's okay.
Was on mute. I was just saying thank you, Barka, thank you, Deepak. And we're going to get Ritz on right now. While we get Ritz on, Deepak, there's a question that came in from Arab. Can we take attunement from different masters for the same course, which is Akashic?
Yeah, you can.
Okay. Okay.
So basically, I will share more details on how the attunement happens maybe today or tomorrow, whenever the time permits. So it will give you an awareness of how. Yeah, sorry, please.
No,
Yeah,
please go ahead.
you can take multiple attunements, no problems at all.
Absolutely right. It's
In fact, there are a lot of people who have taken multiple attunements. So
right.
I am aware that it works very well even.
Right. And of course, people, we are going to bring up the offers also very soon. But thank you, Ritz, for changing your name on Zoom and letting us find you that much quickly. Hi. Go
Uh,
ahead and tell Deepak
Hi.
what you got
Namaskar,
on
sir.
the
Namaskar,
Namaskar, ma'am.
Ritz.
Thank you for the
Namaskar.
opportunity. So, sir, I got married almost 3 years back. And from that time, like before that, it was good. There was no financial crunch. I lost my father before my marriage and my sister, but it was still going on. But post our wedding, my mother-in-law did not accept us, and we were left alone, just me and him. And we both were working. I'm a teacher, he's into office. So we took some loans and we started our life. It's been 3 years now, and we are unable to come. The more we feel like coming, we fall deep into that marsh. And last year, October, he had a heart attack because of all these issues.
Oh,
I don't know why, but I feel there is something in past life due to which it is happening, because in my dreams, I see a lot of my past ancestors. And whenever they come, things don't go good.
mhm.
So there's this financial block which I'm unable to understand. That same thing happened with my cousin brother, with my before brother-in-law. So I can see a pattern in the
Right,
family.
right.
So something is wrong, and I'm able to see Akashic a lot on my feed these days, and I'm very curious because it is a lot of things. So that's why I'm here, and I
Yeah.
want to know what is the reason for this blockage.
Okay. So you said something about coming. So what was that? I'm sorry,
So
not
my
able to.
ancestors come in my dreams, sir.
Coming.
My
Okay.
dad, my
Okay.
dad, my grandparents, my past
And when
sister.
they come, something bad happens. That's what you're indicating.
So they come in a normal homely atmosphere that we are sitting, talking, and all. But whenever they come, that's an indication to my body that something is wrong. Things go blocked. I feel stagnant whenever
Okay.
they come
Okay. So just close your eyes. I can see some issues. Are you feeling some pain right now?
in my legs.
So that was an indication which I got. So just five, only five balloons are there with Lord Melchizedek. Cutting
Okay.
your cord with reeds with the five balloons. 1, 2, 3, cut. Archangel Raphael is sending green light. Zadkiel is sending his violet light, filling you with forgiveness energies, healing you and forgiveness. The pink unconditional love is falling on you of Archangel Shamir. And blue and white light of Archangel Michael and Gabriel is falling on you. You're releasing something from the left side of the
Yes,
brain. Left side of the brain. So that is basically some receiving block. And
I'm not exaggerating. I'm so sorry to cut you, but I did feel a sensation in my left leg.
yeah. So just Lord Melchizedek is sending you courage. So just say, I release all negative attachments.
I release all negative attachments.
And releasing these five balloons, integrating your energy body into your physical body. Your body elemental is making protocol the changes, all the parts getting done. Integrate, integrate, integrate. How is your left foot ache now?
And not just left, I can feel it in my left arm also. My left complete body has a little sensation and it's cold.
Cold. Right.
Yes.
So basically, there are some receiving blocks which you have encountered, particularly after marriage, and that is showing up as an some ancestral curse or some ancestral issue, which
Okay.
maybe more details can be known in a thorough when we get into, let's say, a reading
I
or
will
you
connect
yourself.
with you on this
Yeah,
for sure, sir.
that's right.
Thank
Yeah.
you so much.
Thank
Thanks.
you. Thank you. Yeah. Muted.
Yeah, I put myself on mute when you're talking to
Yeah,
people,
yeah, I know.
and then I mean I'm listening so intently, I have forgotten I'm on mute. So, okay, and this is just a quick reminder to everybody that people we select very randomly, and we try and get on as many as we can, but I'm sure you all understand that a few only is possible. We'll take one more on right now, Deepak, and we'll let everybody know what the offers are, because I can see messages coming in. What are the charges? How do we learn? What's going on? So we'll take one more, let them know what's on offer. And after that, if If you say yes, and if time permits, we'll take 1-to-1 more. Would that be okay?
That's fine. That's perfect.
Superb. All right. So I did see someone, Renu. Renu Baba, are you here? There you go. Renu, I've sent you a request to unmute.
Hello,
Hello,
namaste.
Namaste.
Please tell Deepak
I,
what you wrote on the group.
my son got married 2 years back, and the girl was totally opposite to our liking and things. But as our Hindu culture, our parents have taught us that Lakshmi Ganesh ka roop hai, all that stuff. We accepted her as it is, but somehow the girl always kept a distance with us, despite doing everything for her, giving her lot of love, gifts, what she liked, but somehow she never accepted, never stayed with us, lived alone with my son. And out of the blue, she decided that she doesn't like my son and wants to divorce and refuses to give the gold and his credit card. So the question always comes up like, what is the karmic pattern? How do I like release myself? Because I do feel sad about the situation since it is first in the family and somehow sometimes don't know how to get out of it. I do feel sad.
Okay. So, as far as what's the name of the girl and the boy?
Ananya, she's a Bengali and we are Punjabis. It
Bang-
was a love marriage.
Boy's name?
Mohit, Mohit Baba.
So, Mohit seems to be more a giver, right? Giver in the sense, so as a, how do I say that? So he even gives his love to that extent, and Ananya is the maybe conservative one, which is what I could see. And they have a past
No,
life
it's the opposite. It's the opposite. He's the conservative one and she's
in terms of
outspoken.
not outspoken,
Talking,
not outspoken. I'm talking about love, these kind
yes,
of
love,
things. Yeah.
yes, he's a silent giver.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. So this is where there is a past life thing which is holding them back. And with them, if your son will he come on the reading, that is dependent because
He
I can
does
see
not,
some. Sorry,
he does not believe in God
believe
in
in
his.
this. Okay. So there is some past life karma which he has with him, and with
Okay.
in fact all of you. And to that extent, there is some ancestral block also. So both these two are showing up in your front when we intend to release.
Any way we can help release this, cut with it?
Yeah, we can do a reading where we can clearly, along with other things which maybe Mohit will be having. There is a proxy reading which is possible, although the results might differ compared to the full reading. In the sense, in terms of maybe 100%, I would so talk about 60 to 70% effects will be known. Because recently I had done for some person who was similarly being taunted and things like that, and that person found some relief after the reading. And in fact, he would in that boy's case, even he was not having a job. Rather, they were like doing even some black magic on him. So then he immediately went out of India. He got a job, and now things are slightly settling off with the girl and the boy also. And
Okay.
so all that is possible very much. Proxy can also be done, but there is a like 100% ki jagah, I'll talk about 90% ki jagah, I'll talk about 60% difference you will see in the overall situation.
Okay.
Just coming in very quickly, Deepak, would
Yeah.
it help, therefore, for Renu to do this work with you,
Yeah.
keeping herself as the
Yes.
pivotal,
Proxy.
no, keeping herself as the primary, not her son,
Understood.
right? I mean, because if for the son and the son doesn't believe, like you said, in proxy, it'll work. Maybe not to that higher percentage.
Yeah. Yeah.
Would it help Renu to take this work
Yeah.
up with you? And
Yes.
for her to ask, why am I going through this?
Yes. Yes.
Would that help?
Yes. Yes. Of course.
Renu, would that
Yeah,
maybe
yeah,
that would
yeah, I
help?
do want to like because I don't know much about this modality and all, it
Right,
was an interesting topic. And
right.
as you mentioned, soul contracts and things, it really got me thinking.
Yeah,
Maybe we have done some kind of a soul contract or anything.
yeah,
Definitely would like to ask forgiveness in this life
yeah,
and clear our karmic pattern.
exactly,
That's
exactly.
that's what I want, like, to
So that
release
that will be done.
and free myself.
See, the clearing will be done 100%. But what we are trying to say is the outcome in terms of the physical. So what happens is that if you look at free will, if I've decided that I want to do this or do that to that person or to maybe another person, so that free will play its role.
Yes.
So if that person is coming on its willfully, then that free will also be taken into consideration. Because energetically we are doing everything, but free will wise and habit wise is something which is something which will be
True,
clearing
true,
if
I
that person
understand.
is aware. Yeah. So you
Right.
yourself will be cleared from this, and you can even stand in front of your ancestral, anything which is ancestral also can be cleared from you through you.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. And people, I know a lot of you have posted in, but a lot of you are also asking what's on offer. Let us just tell you this, tell you what's available, how you can carry this work forward with Deepak. And after that, uh, the universe willing, Deepak willing, and time willing,
In
we'll take
fact,
we'll
in
take one or
fact,
two people on more. Yes,
in
Deepak.
fact, there is also one thing which I would like to share here, that for the very first time in the last 8 years, and I have been doing this process, and 5 years I've been teaching. Only very first time on Mystic Lotus, I am offering this for training. So it has never been offered on training ever. It is first time I will be offering it for training, where you can attune other people also.
Right. There's a practitioner and a practitioner trainer.
Yeah,
Right.
practitioner trainer. Yes.
Give me a quick second and I will share my screen. Deepak, you'll take us through what's in store for us. Sorry. I thought I'd started screen sharing. Give me a moment. There
Yeah,
we are.
sure, sure. Yeah.
Okay, you can see the screen, right?
Yeah.
I'm just going to present.
Yeah.
And of course, we did hear about this earlier in the call as well. And thank you once again, Deepak.
Thank
There
you.
is this guided audio process to meet Lord Metatron, which you will get with your call replay. So I hope you've registered and given us your email IDs, because that is how you will get access
Yeah.
to this. And I have to tell you this, Deepak, before we get into the offers, every time Lord Metatron's name comes up, I always think of the Transformers, and
Yeah.
the way I look at it is because he's also that's what he's also
Yeah.
doing, right? The
Yeah.
entire transformation work
Transformation.
that he's holding there. So
Yes.
I just out of the blue, I just felt like I must share this with you right
No,
now.
it's lovely, lovely. In fact, Metatron is a life changer, and just being around him like this, when I was doing this audio, I just felt him to be around me, and when he is around you, you feel immediately grounded. So this is a very magical thing, which thanks to Mystic Lotus only I was able to conceive and record.
Thank you. And here we have it, people. Karma plus Ancestral Clearing with Akashic Records, which is powered by Akasa Abhilekhyam with Deepak Raisinghani. And if you really, do you still need to know why you should be doing this? Do you still need to know? Let me give you a quick reminder. You will get a precise guidance about the past, present, and future. You will have clarity and clearing, recognizing and releasing fears, vows, curses, soul contracts, etc. Includes also a powerful Lord Melchizedek cord cutting process and 7 more. There is, of course, the reading and clearing boosted by a symbol to release past lives and protect the future. And if you learn this, you become the master of 8 life-changing processes. 3 packages, Deepak, take us through this.
Yeah, package A is mainly 30 minutes personal session, which is a comprehensive session which has reading, guidance, and healing, plus even certain other aspects. Why choose personal session? Every session includes Akashic Records reading. That is the one of the step. Guidance and remedies are the second step. Karmic clearing, which is the cord cutting which you all experience today, that is the clearing. So it is a clearing, not a healing alone. Plus ancestral clearing. So karmic and ancestral clearing both happens in the same or depending on the reading again. So it's all dependent on the reading and the case to case. That karmic clearing and ancestral clearing can be together in the same reading or will be requiring a separate reading for that. A separate reading in the sense it will come in the same comprehensive reading, which is a single session. Then cord cutting and healing, as I mentioned. So, so the karmic clearing, ancestral clearing will be done with the help of cord cutting and healing, which you experience today in the whole process. Long-standing issues or ailments, get personalized reading, guidance and healing for long-standing issues or ailments. Basically, any this can be. So basically, I have a sheet which is known as. So basically, whatever comes out in the form of a trigger or in terms of an illness or in terms of any blockages which you feel, that is the outer demon. Now, there are certain things which, how to identify inner demons, which is basically your subconscious blocks and unconscious blocks. So when you tell me these, we will find out the unconscious, subconscious blocks for the long-standing issues or ailments. So there is a sheet in which basically help you to identify that. Whether it is relationship, health, career, money, or any particular thing like a conception of a child or marriage or anything as a dispute in terms of business, or like, for example, some people get easily duped by fraudsters very easily. So even that's something, cheated by partners, giving money when knowing it will not get returned. That is also something like a soul contract which you have. So all those things will be cleared by this reading. Any inexplicable pattern, which is what I was trying to not mean getting solved. Like a person I am recently healing who is basically in the habit of gambling, and he just wants to gamble. And he has sold everything. He has sold maybe 10 to 15 crore rupees worth of gambling he has already done. Now he's on the path of recovery already. Resolving any area of life, health, relationship, job, finances, etc. Life purpose, know yours and what to do next. This is something which you can find out in the reading also. Fears, phobias, addictions. Fear, phobias, addictions are basically your... so fears are something which can guide you towards your life goal or objectives also. So phobias and addictions, anything which you are having, which will be... So basically, why do phobias and addictions happen? Phobias and addictions basically keep you away from the goals. So once you clear these phobias and addictions, you will finally see the final goal which is there in front of you. So you're blocking yourself due to these blocks. Now, with this, you will be able to clear these issues and blocks and achieve your objectives. And once you achieve your objectives, you will live life queen size or king size. Career blocks, stuck business, like my own case, as I mentioned, about not being able to do business or whatever blocks I was carrying. Unstable job, in case you keep changing your jobs. Recurring marriage or relationship issue, like people get divorced or they face relationship issues on the go, maybe in-laws wise or parents wise or whatever could be the blocks. Black magic or evil eye. Some people are affected by evil eye very much. Some people are not affected. So it all depends upon what karmic and ancestral imbalances you're carrying. Karmic imbalances, ancestral issues or curses, Pitrusha, these are also released from the one reading of one session of the Akasa Abhilekhyam or Akashic Records with karmic plus ancestral clearing. 30 minutes online one-on-one session dedicated to your chosen issues. You write down all the issues which you are facing. Plus, whatever the masters guide me, I will be also looking at that. Ask any number of questions for any area of your life with the given duration. Come prepared with a list of all issues you would like to address. Receive personalized guidance, remedies, and healing as per your records. So this is your records. Nobody else will be aware. Only you and me will be aware. So that much secrecy will be maintained. Get sessions recording to download depending. Just inform me before the session. That's it. Schedule session as per your convenience from my calendar, which will be provided to you as you book the package. Package A is 30 minutes. Extra bonuses in the package is follow-up session 10 minutes, which will be 10 minutes. So after the follow-up session, after the process, we do a follow session within a month of the session to see the progress of what you were experiencing and now what is the changes which you are going through. 3 months WhatsApp support related to the session. You can ask me anything. MP3, which will be given to you as you book, which will be a part of the mail welcome kit. So which will be so instructions for practice is like once a day for 30 days so that you can release the habit energies towards that particular objective block. The package A is basically, as I said, 30 minutes personal session, Akashic Records, reading, guidance, and healing. Bonus 1 is follow-up session, 10 minutes. Bonus 2 is 3 months WhatsApp support. And bonus 3 is MP3 for habit clearing. Actual value of your inclinations is $211 and 15,500. Hold on, you are not supposed to pay this. There is a special energy exchange. Special price only for Mystic Lotus. This process, the Divination Summit, is USD 62 or 4,500, which is a 71% or $149 and 11,000 rupees saving straight away. Package B is Akashic Records plus healing, 8 healing processes. I will go in detail about that maybe today or tomorrow, whenever the time gives me. Learn with me for a rewarding career. Many of my students are doing Akashic Records and helping people, helping themselves also. So there was this homemaker who would basically learn with the intention of having a second line of income, and he is in fact earning more than her husband. So that is the success story which I definitely would like to mention here. Join 500 plus learners who have manifested success for themselves and guided others by learning this process. Increase intuition, read faster, read more, earn more. Because the more by word of mouth, as Atulji mentioned, he just got clients after doing the course. So it's even the masters want you to learn, you to help others. So definitely this is something which you need to, so it's like a magnet, you become like a magnet attracting people, become a super healing power, learn 8 clearing and healing processes, learn additional golden shaft quick method of reading records. So basically with this golden shaft, which will be attuned to you during the class, this will be your like a local train or your metro, which can take you to the records and back. Learn the symbol that takes healing to the next level, because it releases you from past and future related concerns to that issue which you have are releasing. My lifetime support conveniently via WhatsApp. Whatever, I even guide you with your clients if you have any concerns or any issues or anything under the sun. Become an impactful teacher, attune others to the power that is in the training course. Package B is becoming a practitioner. Read records for yourself and others. Heal yourself and guide others too. Get lifetime support and powerful healing bonuses, which is total 12 hours live course on Zoom across 2 days, 6 hours each day. Class recordings available for 1 month. Downloadable and used for life. PDF notes will be there, and the e-certificate will also be provided. Some core content highlights are life journey details, karma lessons, details for clearing, so which is that inner demons which I was mentioning, guiding notes for asking questions, that is for you as a practitioner. So the way you ask the question, the answers come immediately. So it's just a small trick which is also expressed to you. There are certain FAQs, frequently asked questions, which I give you a part of that. And as I said, guide you on for each query or each reading which you will be having, also for future clients. Prayers for opening and closing Akashic Records, specially channeled symbol which is there, which will also, you will be attuned and you will be able to heal the people on the basis of your reading, plus the symbol, plus the cord cutting. So it's a win-win for all of us. There's more. Grounding plus pain, trauma. So these are the 8 cleansing and healing processes which Atulji was talking about. These are really, I don't know what word to use, but as they say, cutting edge or revolutionary or dynamic, something like that. So grounding plus pain, trauma, and less than God energy removal. This helps you to have more faith in yourself. Block removal process is towards your goals which you want to achieve in life. There was a lady who had come to me about four years back, saying that I am doing a good job, I know, but somehow I'm not experiencing the healing energies. I'm not experiencing the clairs and all these things. So with this block removal process, she was able to experience the healing, and in fact is now flourishing in the career she is a beautician plus she is doing healing. So now she is flourishing more in the healing process. So that life has changed for her because she was destined to be into healing processes. Because of some block, she was not able to release. So this block removal process helps you to release all the blocks which are making you run away from your life process, life path or soul path.
And Deepak,
Then, sorry.
Quickly, I'm so glad this is. I mean, this is so nice to see that it is a part of the course. It's part of the 8 cleansing and healing processes. Because there was somebody in the group. I've missed the name because the chats have scrolled so much. Who had actually written saying, but I don't see. I still don't get to see. So it's probably learned, but
Right.
not being able to open, not being able to experience it. So to that person who wrote that question, hope
This
you're
is a
paying
clear
attention.
indicator. Yeah. So
Right.
karma. Then there is a karma clearing process which is given by Archangel Zadkiel. Archangel Zadkiel basically clears our karma. So that's a process which is a very strong process, and this is more visual. So feeling and visual, not visual alone, is what this process will build up into you. Attachment of the golden chart process. This is for your ease of communicating with the records. Cellular memory cleansing from release. Believe me, this is one of the most powerful systems in which 60 to 84 trillion cells of your body. It's something like if you give it to the washing machine and cleanse these 60 to 84 trillion cells of your body of all the waste, all the fears, and so imagine how you will come out of that process. That is what will happen. There is also a process of 3D to 5D transition process, affixing Lord Metatron's cube, and many more. There is one more which is where you get your soul fragments. Like if you are into a trauma or something like that, you release a soul fragment. Even those soul fragments are all accumulated or rather collected and again integrated back into you. So receive attunement to, addition to this is attunement to Lord Melchizedek, Archangel Zadkiel, Lord Metatron, Mother Earth energy, Archangel Michael, Gabriel, all those energies who you listen to will also be there. Mother Earth will also be there to help you attune yourself. Bonus one is free revision of course to be availed within a year. So you can do that course twice. 6 group practice sessions. So in case we will have them monthly, or if you have one-on-one certain issues, which is one-on-one, you don't have to wait for the month. You can ask me that on the chat only, and I'll be able to guide you on that. So you don't have to wait for the group session for asking any query. You can ask me whatever is bothering you immediately, and we give you a solution immediately. Lifetime WhatsApp group support and 2 healing audios with instructions for practice. One is meeting basically this, and so one is where you predominantly have this habit releasing for yourself and move forward and releasing the habit. Program schedule is total 12 hours, live course on Zoom, 3 p.m. to 10 p.m. India time. That is, and 4:30 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. ET. That is day 1. Day 2 is 3 p.m. to 8 p.m. India time. And 4:30 a.m. to 9:30 a.m. ET. The current options are, date option 1 is 11 and 12 December, which is a Wednesday and a Thursday, the weekdays. And there is a weekend of upcoming 14 and 15 December, which is also an option available to you. Actual value of all inclusions is the package B for the practitioner's course with the 8 healing processes is bonus 1 free revision of course. 1, 2, 3, 4 bonuses is USD 865 or 63,498. And you have to pay a special energy exchange, which is USD 314 or 22,999, which is a 64% saving, which is US dollars 551 and 40,499 you save by registering now. Now, the package C, which is for the very first time, I'm introducing this Akashic Records and Healing Processes, Practitioner Plus and Trainer course, where you can also attune other people so that they can also practice Akashic or rather read Akashic Records and help people. Includes everything from package B, which I have read already, read and heal yourself and others, plus teach and attune others to the healing process. So you will be able to attune other people so that they can read records and liberate themselves. Total 14 hours live course on Zoom. So this will be inclusive of the class, package B, as you must have seen. Get class recordings available for 1 month, downloadable and used for life. PDF notes, practitioners and trainers e-certificate will also be provided. Everything from practitioner level plus learn to teach practitioner level, learn to attune others to all the energies and the symbol and the 8 powerful processes learned at the practitioner level. Now, the bonus one is free revision of course to be availed within a year. 6 group practice sessions, which will be either same part of the package B, or this can be also different depending on what issues, concerns we raise. Then bonus 3 is lifetime WhatsApp group support and the 2 healing audios with instructions for practice. In that audio, I have also mentioned how you can read the records. So that will give you more idea about, or rather more awareness about that. Program schedule is total 14 hours live course on Zoom, practitioner trainer levels. 3 p.m. to 10 p.m. India time on the first day, which is 4:30 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. ET. Date option. So basically, this is for both the days, 11 and 12 December, which is again weekdays, and 14-15 December, Saturday, Sunday. So 2 hours additional for trainer level to basically help you to understand the process through which you can train others or attune others through this. The actual value of all inclusions, which is US dollar 1,058 and 75,498 with the 4 bonuses and a very special price, which we have actually, or rather the energy exchange has been $382 or 27,999. This may be for a limited period of time only, which will be communicated to all of you on the group. So that is something which I would like to say. This is a special offer and for a limited period of time. Keep watch out from the group or the Telegram group for the details. 30, yeah, sorry.
No, please. That's it's a summary sheet for
summary sheet. So
yes.
Package A, 30-minute personal session, including reading, guidance, and healing. The special price for you is USD 62, 4,500, 4,500. Package B is practitioner course, read and heal yourself and others. Special price is $314 or 22,999. And the package C is practitioner and training course, includes package B, learn to teach and attune others. The special price is US dollar 382, 27,999.
And I just want to point out that the difference between B and C is just about 5,000.
Yeah.
And you go from not just being a practitioner, but somebody who can train others as well at just a differential. The only difference is 5,000.
Yes.
So look at the investment that you definitely want to make for yourself, be it with the session or be it with the training. Get reading, guidance, and healing from the Akashic realm with Deepak Raisinghani, beginning now. And yes, your offers are for a limited time period. So the faster you pick it up, the more advantage you will definitely have. All the information has been posted on the Telegram group. Payment links are also there, and you will get this in your call replay, provided you have registered with us, you've given us your email ID, and you have made sure to keep us in your inbox and not kept us in the spam box. Please be sure about that as well. All right. Thank you, Deepak. These are really, really amazing offers, and I want to give everybody a few minutes for that to sink in and just remind everybody about what an amazing call we've had today. The stories, and by stories I don't mean it's a fairy tale story, it's an imaginary story, it's not fiction, it is fact that you explained and told us about were absolutely amazing. And then everybody's experiences on the call also superb. And then of course these offers. And I know we're way past time, but Deepak, I had mentioned after this is done, time willing, we'll get on one-to-one. And I did see Susanna's name. If Susanna's here, if your video is on, and I'm reminding everybody once again, these calls, they are being live streamed as we speak, and the replay is also public. Whatever you say is out there in the public domain. So disclaimer has been given. Please be well aware of that. Okay, Susanna, let's get you on.
Hi, Susanna.
Hi, good evening.
Good evening.
It was a pleasure attending this session. I'm always
Sorry.
I was going to say, what just happened? Did she? I think she dropped. Shilpa, she dropped, right?
I think maybe.
Yeah. Okay. So no worries, but we'll definitely get somebody else on. Yashoda, are you here on video? I'm just going to take a quick look.
No, Nilu.
Yashoda's not here only. All right. You know what? I'm just going to.
Nilu, Susanna is here.
Joins. Yeah. Hi.
It is Susanna's lucky day today. We almost went off.
indeed. Indeed, my lucky day. It was a pleasure attending the session. It was lovely. I'm training to be a Akashic reader, and I'm midway through my training, and I have seen so many things that that doesn't make sense to me. But the most pressing question at the moment, like after my marriage, I constantly feel this kind of a hatred, or I just don't like the nature of the person, and the person in question is my father-in-law.
Okay.
And somehow I feel intense hatred when I see him dealing with someone else. He's very autocratic. He's very he's like a dictator, basically, to put it short. So I am like, I love to help people whenever I can, in whatever way I can. So it's like, it's a clash of principles over here. And I just see, and I just can't take it. And that affects me to an extent where, I sometimes sit and cry. So I really can't understand why I hate him so much. And I try a lot. I mean, I have respect for him, but apart from that, I have no other feelings for him. In fact, I have made it very clear to my husband also that, I only respect him because he's your father. It's till that extent. And he always tries to, like my children are having their lunch or dinner or whatever, and I'm in the room, I'm the one who feeds them. But yet he keeps asking my mother-in-law, have they eaten? What are they eating? I'm right over there. He will never ask me. It's always like, in denial. So I fail to understand why it's like that. Why do I share this equation with him?
Right. Okay. So basically the issue which I've just got some answers to this. So I would just like to share with you.
Wow.
So the reason why you're having this is one, that you are a free bird and you don't like being something like something like closed or something like that. Anybody who's trying to question you, you feel a bit awkward, or not awkward, you feel suffocated, sort of. That is one. And secondly, somewhere this, as you mentioned about the dictatorial attitude, so there is a problem with this person where you had a relationship with him in the past. And that relationship, I don't want to get into right now, but that was a very toxic relationship which you had with him. And that has its own bitterness and memories. So it's kind of, as they say, you have enemy planets, right? In astrology, they say that you have got some enemy planets. So he's kind of an enemy to you in terms of those experiences and plus your own awarenesses. So there are two things at work here. One is ancestral and one is karmic, and one is general nature of his, of intruding on other people's, So because he maybe, what I'm getting, you didn't tell me the name, but I'm getting an awareness that he's kind of someone who basically tries to impose himself onto them, others. Am I right in that?
Yeah, that's correct.
So there are two factors. Maybe the third factor is his imposing on you is making you further more issue based. So once we detach you from these three aspects, you will see a change in the way you feel. Rather, your feelings for this person might change, and even his animosity towards you is coming from that lifetime again. And probably, I'm sorry, maybe does he have a gender bias? I will not go further more in detail on that. Like, does he have that?
Difficult to say because I basically, from what I gather, he is very orthodox in his approach. Like, mine is an intercaste marriage.
Okay.
I'm a Catholic. I've married a Parsi. And because of which, hello?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm hearing you.
Yeah, because of which initially there was a lot of problems, and he just can't accept the fact that his son has married outside the community.
Yeah, so
and till
maybe
date,
not.
he has
Yeah.
that. Yeah, maybe it's I don't know. I can't comment on that.
So maybe
A lot
not.
of times he speaks very well about how women should be liberal and all that. But I don't think there's a gender bias over here.
So maybe it's religion bias, if not a gender. So some bias was being visible to me. So I immediately I thought about gender bias because that is what came to me first. So probably in his mind, he's carrying something which is not visible to him, and maybe that is also showing up in maybe a religious bias or something.
Okay.
So
because there are
these
a lot of times when I have taken up healing modalities, like I've learned angel card reading.
Yeah.
I had enrolled for Dragon Reiki, but somehow I'm not able to take it to completion.
So just close your eyes for a moment and just imagine him standing in front of you.
Okay.
Just imagine him standing in front of you and just feel the energies, what you're feeling now. As you will be feeling, I am just detaching the cords between both of you. Lord Archangel Michael is detaching the cord between you and your father-in-law. 1, 2, 3, detach. The green light is falling on you of Archangel Raphael, healing you. Zadki's violet light is falling on you, filling you with forgiveness energies. Forgive each other. Forgive yourself because you are also binding your energies to that person. So that is also creating imbalance into you. My Archangel Samuel is sending his pink light, filling you with unconditional love, and peace and tranquility is flowing in with the blue and white energy. And just you and your father-in-law's energy body is saying this in your mind. We release all negative attachments. Just feels whatever change you feel now. Initially and after the cord cutting, tingling.
Yeah, all over.
Wow.
In my extremities, basically. My feet and my hands. Fingers.
Yeah, so you're releasing a lot of whatever, As I say, ultimately, if you're getting affected, you should bother about, I am affected, so let me release my part of this thing. You can't imagine, or you can't forecast how that someone else is going to behave in a particular fashion. So at least clear yourself, and maybe over a period of time, your outlook and approach, that person's outlook and approach toward you will also change as your
Okay.
energies will change.
Okay.
So it's something
Thank
like
you.
in Solomon Islands, when they want to cut a tree, they just abuse the tree. They don't cut the tree. So that tree dies on its own. So that way, if you are carrying these negative vibes into you, it will start affecting other things also around you, maybe other relationships also. So better to release it from you and let that person, if it is a toxic person, he will remain that way. If he will change, he will change for the better. Both the ways remain surrendered, because you can't control someone else's free will.
Correct. Correct. Can I create a barrier, or
Barrier is
can
a
I
very
put
strong
myself in
word.
a
Barrier is
can
a
I
very
put
strong word.
myself in a ball of light or something, that
I would suggest you very
keeps.
simple process. The ball of white light, as you feel
Okay.
connected, you can do it. Keep sending pink light from your heart chakra to yourself and to him and to your home. So that will
Okay.
kind of settle the energies.
Okay. Okay.
But if you basically come for a reading and clear it from a past life perspective, also it will help you furthermore. So I always feel that barriers will not help you, but it is being open to receiving his energies in terms of not the negative ones, the positive one at least. And the pink light will help you to see that negative, unconditional love for yourself and him and your home particularly, because it is affecting everybody in the home, right?
Correct.
So that way, unconditional love within your home will help you to see a different perspective, probably. And once you change your perspective, life will change. And your relationship will also change. First, you will stop doing this crying and whatever you have been doing. That's fine. There's no comment on that. That needs to change. Simple as that.
Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for that, Deepak. And there are some questions that have come in about the offers, which I'm just going to bring up. In fact, people, if you have any questions about the training, the practitioner or the practitioner trainer course, or your sessions, please ask. We're
Yes.
going to take a few more questions on, and I just want to remind everybody that Deepak is here again tomorrow. Ravi's asked, can you please elaborate what is the transformation from 3D to 5D process?
Yeah. Well, 3D is something like we are living in 3D today. If you look at any newspaper or something, he's killed this, that guy is doing this, property conning and fraud and God knows what not. So that is 3D energy for you. So with this process of 3D to 5D, it's a very simple process, but a very powerful process. Now, what is 3D? 3D is 3D, which you know, dog eat dog world. 4D, 4D first level, second level is all about experiencing spiritual activities within yourself and even connecting to the masters. And 5D is all about unconditional love. So we change your perspective from 3D, which is your current situation, where you are stressed and so on and so forth. We take you to 5D so that you can experience the bliss. And like Alexander had experienced this in his mind after dying, saying that I am alone, my hands are empty. That same awareness you can have in your living time, saying that if I am going to cheat that person, it will come back to me. So it's better I follow a path which is more basically not giving me bad karma, but good karma. So the 5D will help you to send unconditional love first to yourself and then others. As I was suggesting to ma'am, Susanna ji, that it's better to change your surrounding because that is also affecting you. So with that, even that person will change. This has happened in my sister's case. I would like to mention here. This pink unconditional love, so like her son was, so he's a teenage, a very hot-headed and warm-blooded and all that. So he went into wrong practices and so on and so forth, in the sense with wrong people, friends and all that. So my sister asked me, what do I do? I said, just send him pink light. I detached the cords as I did in Susanna's case. And I told her, send pink light to him on a daily basis. They were not on talking terms. Within a week, this child came and apologized to her, saying that I will mend my ways. Now he is somewhere in abroad country, changing his life, learning, and like he's now going to make something of his life, which my sister was worried that what will happen to him. You don't know. So just that pink light helped him to change the perspectives.
Lovely.
So that belief, I have to have that belief in you first.
Right. And Molina's asked, is it okay to cut cords of karma even if you haven't learned your lesson yet?
So, okay, that's a very interesting and a very good question, I would say, Molina. I'm sorry if I'm not sending the name properly.
Molina.
So, it's a very good question. Now, this question, I would just put it in a different way. Today, there is a oath or a vow or a curse which is affecting you. And what is a karma? A karma is something like you just send pink light, love yourself, love that person, and just say, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you, I love you, forgive you, without questioning. Your karma is not something, so if I'm rigid, my karmic lessons will be long, which take ages and years. But karma can be cleared in 1 second by just deciding that I don't want to do this anymore. I am ready to learn my lesson. So once you detach from that oath or vow or soul contract, it becomes easier for you to release that person or release that yourself from that oath or whatever it is. So I'm not saying that overnight everything will be cleared, but you will learn your lessons faster. And believe me, it cannot be years. It happens in minutes, in seconds. So definitely, which is with that confidence, I keep saying that within 15 to 20 days, you start seeing changes in yourself, because what we see in other people is a reflection of what we want to see. So somewhere that perspective changes, your life will change around.
Right.
Because we also attract these people with some learnings in mind. If you learn that lesson, then you don't, that those people's energies will also change around you.
Right. And I'm actually very I look at the the divine synchronicity of it, that Molina's is pretty much the last question we're bringing on, and it is karma related, because people,
Yes.
Deepak is back tomorrow, same time, 4:30 p.m. IST, with actually a conversation in and around karma. To come back tomorrow for more on this, plus, wait. There is a very special Lord Metatron Cube experience that you will get on the call. So do not miss it. Come on the call, experience it live. You've already seen what a live experience feels like. Do it again tomorrow. You will thank yourself for landing up on the call. And Deepak, we are we are definitely winding up. So before I just remind everybody about the offers, any last words that you would like to leave us with?
Yes. Just would like to say one thing, that fears, which are, so basically fears and triggers, these two are things which flare up, which, kind of we become very flared up. If there is a trigger, like if I don't like something, someone is doing that purposefully, so that's a trigger for me, right? And fear, these two are things which are supposed to be very irritating for you. But the moment you get irritated, which means look at the different perspective of, maybe it is helping you to clear your blocks towards your life path, soul path. Not maybe, I'm saying with conviction, that my fear of even getting into, like, during childhood, I was I'm sorry, you use certain words, but I was a pipsqueak or a pattu, so to call. In terms of even watching a horror movie, I used to be very scared. But today, I am helping people with these processes and even entity clearings, and which is being done with ease and joy. So that was actually making me aware that this is a block which I need to clear. So your fears and your triggers, please keep noting them, as they are the ones which will give you abundance in your life. Don't run away from them. Don't run away from triggers. Don't run away from fears. They will be your guidance towards your objectives, towards your goal achievement, towards living life queen size or king size.
Fantastic. And really very, very well said words. Like, don't run away from your fears. They are going to become a source of your abundance. People, take the workup with Deepak. You know life will turn around for you. You have a session, 30-minute one-on-one session at only 4,500 rupees or $62. You have the practitioner course at only 22,999 rupees or 314 US dollars, and you have the practitioner and trainer offer at only 27,999 rupees or 382 US dollars. Deepak, as always, an amazing calling, amazing examples, fantastic on-call experience. There is so much that we are going away with, including these fabulous offers, might I add. We're going to see you tomorrow, 4:30 p.m. IST, same time, same place. Dear people, thank you so much for being here through and through. We will see you also tomorrow, same time, same place. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
See you tomorrow. Bye, Deepak. Thank you.
Keep attempting the quiz because I will be there today and tomorrow. So I will be responding to everybody. Don't fear. Only please make the, write down the questions. Don't just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, just 7. Just write down with the questions. It will be easier for me to and faster for me to evaluate. Thank you so much. Thank you. God bless all of us.
Bye-bye.
Bye.